Oh, it's our number ninth class. We'll have one more in March, right? The Sunday before the time change. So welcome in the morning, and I feel such a special time to like waking up with you and doing something good for our body. And today we're gonna do mainly focus on bone breathing. And some of you maybe have already done this before, and some of you maybe heard this before. And they're actually different way of doing bone breathing. So I thought about how we approach this. We're gonna do like a simple way approaching the bone breathing. But before we're doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit about our bones. And you know, our body is made with this, you could say, God created. The God, it doesn't have to be religious God, and it has so much wisdom. And when I think about five element, for all the five elements, water, wood, fire, metal, and earth, and so I think, how could bone associate with water? If you think about bone as like a structure of the body, it should be tree, or it should be wood, or it should be metal, right? But bone is associated with water. Think about that. Water can penetrate deepest, lowest places. You have to, when you, I remember years ago when Daisy told me the story finding water because her parents were farmer. They had to find water, and you have to dig really, really deep. And my other friend who is building Qigong center in the mountain, so he has to like meditate and see, I think the water is right here, like just drill. They drill like 300-meter down there. It's like a tremendous depth. So water in our body can go so deep and nourish, in touch with every cell of our body. And that takes a wisdom. So water associated with our bones and associated with our wisdom. I have this a little sculpture here I want to show you. This is Lao Tzu. It's carved in the wood, in the tree roots. Take a look his forehead. So Lao Tzu's painting, I don't know if you can see, like it's actually protruding out there. It implies that he has a lot of wisdom. If you see Lao Tzu's painting, it's all like big forehead. So here we hold a lot of wisdom. So our bone, our bone marrow, and the brain is all associated with the water element. And so when we practice bone breathing, we actually nourish the whole body. So that's the benefit of the bone breathing. It's very deep, require a lot of um, attention, focus, because you really visualize your bone, like like your nose actually moves. Your bone actually moves. Your bone doesn't stay in one place. Our body continue evolve and change throughout our lives, and it really depending on how much nutrition that we're feeding this body and how we live in your lifestyle. Like if you're sitting all the time, in Chinese, in Qigong term, 久坐伤身我伤骨. So if you sit all the time, you actually hurt your bones. And stress change your bone structure, believe it or not. um, I think I told you this story before. My daughter, when I wasn't here for a long period of time, she feels like she was carry a lot. So coming back, she has this spine curved, and and the doctor says your lack of qi in the spine. That's why your spine began to change the shapes. And one thing to correct that is to sit hard surface of anything. So no couch, your bed have to be very firm. If you think about, if you pay attention to old way of living in China, everything is made of wood, wood bench, wood bed. And I remember growing up, sleep the bed was wood and just have a layer, thin layer of a mattress. And I don't remember sinking into my bed. Actually, I don't like that. Right now, I have the thick mattress. I feel like I ask for extra firm, but still feel too soft for me. If you have any structure bone problems and you need to find firm chair, like no couch, don't sit on the couch, it's bad for your spine. So our bone needs support. Doesn't, when you slouching into sinking into places, it doesn't give the bone support. And the breathing can really give you bone support. We're born with a 300, oh, actually 270 bones. Some people said 300, but a lot of bones infused as we grow. We have total about 206 to 213 bones, depending on some people have extra ribs, stuff like that. But more than half the bones in our hands and feet. Isn't that amazing? I did, just for the fact, I did a little math work. We have 27 bones each hand. So there are 54 both hands. We have 26 bones in one foot. So that's 52. You add them together, 106 bones on just hands and feet, and we have total just 206 bones. Isn't that crazy? So the reason we have to use our hands and feet is to keep the energy moving. And so this hand and feet can really draw the energy into your body. You're walking, you draw the earth chi into your body. Your bone is constantly breathing. And if you have the picture of the bone have a little holes, right? When it's to bone loss, is the holes getting bigger. And we want to have the bone is packed. So breathing and packing the chi into your body is really good for bone health. So today we're going to do some of that. All right. Let's get started. We're going to starting from standing, and then when we do bone breathing, you can lie down, you can sit. Majority of time we do sitting and lying down for bone breathing. But if you wanted to do like a standing, that's work too. Just like a standing like a tree. By the way, that's one of the very good bone health practice. Okay, good. Let's get started. All right, I see Lori here. Is it 4:30 or 4? Yeah, 4:30. Good for you, Lori. So let's begin with a little bit of shaking. Okay, so there are few very potent practices for your bones. One is shaking, because if you want to do bone breathing, you want to make sure there's no tension in the body. Shaking can open up those places that still stagnated. You can, through gentle shaking, you can releasing the tension, open the space, so allow the breath traveling inward and outward. And another way is the padding. So the padding is great. Padding before you do Qigong is help your body open up, but padding after you do Qigong will help your body distribute qi to all layers, inside and outside, up and down. So do padding both begin and after is great habit. Just keep that in your routine. And so let's begin to shaking. Feet just hip width apart. Let me turn on the light a little bit better here. Okay. Um, ooh. And we're gonna just gently shake. When you shake, I want you pay attention to your feet first. So try not to just do this, but really thinking about downward. And imagine you're standing on the trampoline, up and down, gentle. And notice the feet relax into earth, and really letting the bouncing, vibrating upward to your body. So your arms begin to shake, hands loose, like very easy, gentle. And watch out here. A lot of people have much tension here in the waist area when they shake. They can be shake, but still a lot of tension here. So you want to drop the tailbone. So really feel this heavy, almost like this. Your tail is like pulling downward and shaking. Did you notice how that changed your chi, your upper body? So that changes how you carry the chi. When you do this, your chi stayed here, doesn't go down. But when you do that, so can you feel this, the energy moving more freely? Good. Now, when everything goes down, there must be something go up. So that something is the crown of the head. So imagine you're hanging on that string loosely and everything just relax. And how can you make your bones smile? It's by adding the smile. So when you smile while you're shaking, can you notice the changes, the energetic changes in your body? Good. Now we're paying attention to our bone structures. Everyone have a unique bone structure. And recently, I studied face reading, talk about the bone, the shape of your body, also associated with the element who you are. But take a moment to feel your skeleton, like how our muscle and tendons are doing a great job connect all the bones. So when we do this, we're also relaxing the tension in the muscle and tendons. One thing is to practice for health, stay healthy. The other practice a lot of time when people come to Qigong because the illness. Whenever you do Qigong for practice for healing, it's a very different story, which means, you can practice 5 to 10 minutes a day for health, but if you practice for healing, you have to do certain amount of time in order to make that healing happen. So for shaking wise, if for practice for health, you do 2 to 3 minutes shaking, that's good. 5 minutes, good. But for healing, you have to do at least 20 minutes of shaking. Okay, just like boil water. If you want a hot boil water, you have to boil a little bit longer. And take a moment to shift right and left. Now I want you to change your image a little bit. Instead of thinking you standing on the earth with your feet, I want you to think about this whole pelvic area is onto this soft earth that your leg is into the earth. Like when you shake, it become a little bit heavier, like lower. Okay, but this kind of lower is not bend your knee lower. No putting pressure on your knees. They're just simply sinking deeply into your dantian. So think about the whole dantian area, forward and back. You can touch your body a little bit and give a little pressure and really feel this texture of the body, like feel this dantian is weight your shoulders down, weight your arms down. Good. Very nice. Now, if your knees get tired now, you can stretch up a little bit, make it tinier shaking. I want it to so tiny you can feel this fast vibration. Our bones can sense the vibration. And the part of our body sensing that vibration is your inner ear. So your inner ear is sensing the sound vibration. This auditory vibration can sending the information and the healing into the bones. Good. Now stop completely and feel your body like sponge. And to sponge, when they soak the water in, you can feel this fullness. So if you imagine your body like a sponge, soaked all the air, all the oxygen in every corner. So you take, if you imagine your body like a balloon or like a container, some sort of very complicated shaped container. So this water goes to every corner, your head, every your little toes, your pinky fingers, all the way into your organs, all the way into your bone marrow, everywhere. And just gentle breathe in, expand, receiving all of those yummy energy, and exhale. See if you can feel this releasing all stagnant chi or heavy emotions or any tensions or pain. Visualize wherever you experience that pain, tension, that area comes out with a black smoke or grayish color smoke to begin to clear that space. Beautiful. And begin to see your whole body cleansed and cleared out. With each breath you take is long, even, soft. So gentle that you don't feel, you don't hear yourself breathing. And so deep, it can go all the way in that you can feel it. If you can't feel it, it's okay. You can at least imagine it goes all the way in. Our bone plays the role in homeostasis. So if we have a strong bone, this house of the body can stay on earth very happy, balanced, stable, and see if you can feel this stable and happy body through your bones. Beautiful. Now begin to feel the spaces inside of you. Through the breath, it can connect the space outside of you. So when you inhale, you open up, receiving, connect that two spaces. When you exhale, you see if you can feel this energy, the chi pack in the body. Let's go all the way in, all the way into your bone. And especially lower dantian. Here where we, all the jing, this is the jing part. Bone belong to the jing category. So the jing stored in the lower dantian. See if you can pack the lower dantian. Feel your whole front and back and both sides full. But this full is not stagnated. It's like a flowing, so movement. And this is why our think about the internal organs, your kidney and bladder associated with water. So think about those positions. Your kidneys are yin organs, is the lowest position in the yin organ amount, heart, lung, spleen, all of that. So it's the lowest place. And your bladder is even lower. In the lowest, the yang organ. Allow this energy connect to the earth energy. Beautiful. Now begin to lighten your spine, relax, and just softly wave forward and back. And this wave, thinking about your whole body like a boat on water. So the wave is not coming from the boat, it's coming from the water. So your legs, your feet is below the water. So it's the feet that touch, connect to the deep center of the earth, the traveling, this water move the boat, the body. So your torso, and feel this gentle wave. It's a nice calm lake, but you can feel a little movement through the spine. And allow the energy go from the tailbone all the way to the top of the head. Feel that wave that connect your whole body. It's never just one part of the body moving. We can, think about isolating just a hand moving, but your hand managed the movement by your brain, and your brain, this nervous system, connect to your whole body. Beautiful. Also, you can feel that effortlessness, the soft, supple. When we describe bones, we sometimes use the word strong, but really it's about suppleness. How supple is your bone? And I know in the Western culture, people take calcium pills to build a strong bone, but Chinese don't believe that. At least the Chinese people that I know. My mom has a very strong bone, never take any calcium pill, but she does Qigong. And because calcium can build a strong bone, but a strong bone can break easily. But you want a supple bone. The bone can breathe, can, have this vitality, have this depth. Beautiful. Now I'm going to add a little bit of upper body, soften the chest, open the body, and feel this water moving from the back to the front, front to the back, from down to the feet, to the earth, and from earth to sky. Feel this continuously communicating, and even both sides of the body. Beautiful. Now we're going to do a little bit of direction change. So next time when you go back, open the chest, you're facing forward. And then when you go forward, folding, you're going to turn your body to the left corner. So bend your right knee a little bit and reach your right arm to the corner. So allow the body just melting to the left corner. So we're going to stay in the left corner, shifting weight to the left leg and your right arm open. So feel this forward and back, opening. You can do both arms. If you like, you can also turn your toes both slightly to the left corner. So we're moving forward and back from dantian. Okay. Now you can take a look as I'm imagine someone pushing the dantian forward but downward, connect to the feet, push, and then that change the rest part of your body, and push your dantian backward, change the rest part of the body, forward, and really connect deeply. Again, think about your whole upper torso, upper body as a boat moving on the water. So the feet is connected the earth underneath the water. And so your whole body is gliding forward and back, generating from the dantian that connect to the feet. Good. Let's change to the other side. So we're going to back to center, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold, sinking to the left leg and left arm reach to the right corner, or both arms can be. And then you're shifting and feel your hands like along the surface of the water, moving backwards, your chest forward, and then go back. Again, focus on moving the dantian forward and back. When you see the movement, you may see more of the chest area, but really what is behind the chest is the dantian. So the is dantian is the director. So when you hear the music, when even you watch orchestra, you see those people play the instrument, but the director is the one who make the harmonic music. But that's your dantian. So your dantian is the director, shifting forward. The director is also connected to the earth, with the feet. Good. Beautiful. And coming back to center. Inhale. This time we're going to add a shoulder roll forward. So we begin, really feel the qi going down, connect to the qi hai, the qi ocean inside of us. Connect to the ocean underneath your feet. Back and forward. So deep, we say deep, gentle massage that you can give to yourself. Open and close. Inhale and exhale. Now see if you can melt all the way down, letting your head just feel this water and stretching and softening. Very soft, relax. And for people who have a lower back pain, make sure you are not going too low. You can just stay up here high, still stretch the spine. We want every part of the vertebrae, the connection, the muscle and tendon stretch, the nerves stretched. And then feet pressing down to roll up. Now we know that kidney meridian starting from the feet along the inner legs, coming all the way to the throat underneath this area. So want to feel this like a spring coming out. Sometimes, we talk about how that connect to our voice. And when you're so drained, when your kidney's so drained, sometimes you can lose your voice. And feel that nourishing spring coming, nourishing all the way up here. See this water coming, and then folding down, relax, and letting that water fall behind the back and flow all the way to the yang coming from the sky down to earth rising from the feet, bottom of the feet, all the way to the front of the body. Feel the spring coming up and then washing off from the back. Just do that a few more times. And see if you can really pay attention to the point on the bottom of the feet and the point on the top of the head. And feel this circle of movement and energy traveling from the front and fall to the back. It's very different from what we practice, in, especially some of you take my other class in microcosmic orbit, from the back to the front. So this is from the front, nourish the yin channel, and then releasing the tension to the yang channel. So that's the front and back. Good. And coming back to center, we're going to find alignment and just take a moment to feel your stance. Feel your bones, the structure of the bones. And see if you can notice if there's still any tension anywhere. Is your back softening, especially the movement area? What about your knees? So allow all the connecting point, your joints, be soft. Even your hands and toes, fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Good. Now, once again, back to that boat image. I'll see if you can find this floating side to side. Good. And feel the center of Dantian, right in the middle of the body, so that you have kind of like those Russian dolls, and you open the bigger and smaller, go all the way in the center. There's a core, and see your body is like that, but except it's all the chi layers rather than the wood layer. So it's nice and soft, rippling through from the very center to the very peripheral. I don't know if I pronounce that word correctly, all the way to the edge of the body, and everything is rocking and sinking softly. Good. Oh, this weekend when I'm doing a swimming dragon, very similar to this kind of movement to add a spiral and the curve movement. So we can experience that a little bit. So you become that swimming dragon, swimming through the water. Okay. So this bone is very supple and soft in a way, energetically very soft. But you know, you can only be strong when you can be soft. Otherwise, if you want to be strong, you're gonna break. So you want to have that depth. Good. All the way up and see if you can make a point to back to center stillness and releve. So nice and tall. Relax your arms by your side. Good. Now we're going to slowly lower the heels and still think about this strength, still connect to the sky. Lower down, nice and tall. Your spine getting longer, your tail getting longer, longer and longer. Good. Softening, relax your arms by your side. So we're gonna do one more time, adding arms. We want to not only growing vertically, but also with our width. So your hand's gonna reaching out as you grow tall. Reach, reach, reach. All the way, feel your back stretched. Now stretch, reaching to the fingertips, especially your middle fingers. Reach. Now hold your breath for a moment. Hold. And continue to feel that breath traveling internally all the way out. Stretch your body. And then slowly coming down. Soften the arms. Beautiful. Now, once again, go diagonally up. Inhale. And your feet go down. Reach all the way out. Out, out, out. Shoulders down. So you have to make sure your earth is very stable. Okay? Good. Hold your breath for a moment, but in this time, your breath continue travels to the fingertips, your toes, back of the body, top of the head, down to the legs, and release down. Beautiful. Now we're going to fold our body forward, bring the elbows together, and do a little bit of spinal cord breathing. So imagine your spinal cord, that's the spinal fluid, is traveling open, the whole spine open, and exhale, close, and feel this release of tension and release of, not unhelpful information inside of your body. Information is energy. And going down, relax, open the back. Inhale, letting every vertebrae be your nostril. Breathe in, you have 24 nostrils here. And exhale, breathe out. And your feet going below the earth, not on the top of the earth, below, and press connect to the center of the earth to open the upper body. Open, open. Feel all the doors here, your heart, the gate of hope, your chapter gate, all open. Exhale. Open the back door. So light in the Mingmen opens, releasing the tension, the trauma, the unpleasant emotions. And again, one more. Inhale. Open, shoulders open. Feel your elbow as though someone pulling away from the center. And don't just go back. So go wide and back. I feel like we need to do just a couple more just to watch you adding that all aspect of opening. Front and back, up and down. Even your feet go deeper. Everything is wider. And exhale. One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. And relax your hands down, having your body just sliding forward. We're going to shake your body with your feet. Okay, so your body not doing anything, but you're alternatively press your feet right and left in a very small fashion. So just shaking the whole body. If you have little tail sticking slightly behind, See that tail, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. Your head is relaxed. All the joints of your fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders, all the spine, hips, everything is shaking. Good. Now slowly coming up. Beautiful. And just stay quietly for a moment, letting your body return to that tranquility state and see if you can sense the energy still flowing. Ask your body to relax more. Now open more space. Space behind my head, the skull, so we don't pay attention. That's a powerful place to connect us to the sky energy. The space below my feet and the space in the Mingmen area, the lower back. And I feel my tailbone. And I allow my hips and the pelvic floor, they're more spaciousness. Breathe in, breathe out. What about your heart? Your heart center, can you feel the more space there? Allow you to send in the qi into the bones, into the chest bone, all the rib cage. Beautiful. And bring your hands to the navel and bring your feet together. We're going to just take a moment to receiving the qi that we move through the body before we go to do another bone sitting or lying down bone breathing. Very nice. And relax. Okay, good. Nice job. Now find a chair, or you can decide to do this in lying down position. I don't know if I want you be sitting in the crisscross position. I'd rather have you just sitting in the chair. Every joints are open and relaxed. Okay, you can take a moment to sip some waters and just get that energy flow.
I believe there's a microphone open.
And there's in Chinese we call kaila. So kaila means opened. And this opened from inside. There's a warmth open, and there's a. Oftentimes I have this feeling when I do qigong, I just feel so happy. You know, this joy is internal change. That stimulates some kind of a hormone in your body. You just feel so happy for no reason, right? So the kai, when we open inside and open all the gateways in the body or portals, and we really receiving nourishing the body in the way that no other things, not exercise or can do, and you don't have to drenched to do workout. That was pretty good workout, right? So now we're gonna stay on the more quiet side. If you're sitting, your palms can be facing down or facing up, whatever you feel comfortable. Okay, I've seen both way. So we're going to start with your hands, only because we're using our hands a lot and we're easy to sense this hand. And if you, I think for me, I'm so flexible with, I'm not like fixed with a certain way. I think there's many ways that you can do this. I find when your hands here and when I'm breathing, I really feel this image of qi enter through the tip of the fingers and through each joint of my hand. So if that helps, you can also do that. But otherwise, just palms on your thighs. You won't be able to see my hands this way, but maybe sometime I will do this. I don't want you to see me. I want you to just focus on internally inside of your body, okay, for the whole thing, whole time. Let's begin. Take a moment to be aware of your alignment. Make sure there's no tension. Okay, you feel comfortable. And also make sure that you're not arching your lower back. So your Mingmen is softly open. And I had this conversation with my dear friend, Owen Benefield. He's actually also in this class. And, I often say there's a door on Mingmen, so there's a door open, but he mentioned something very intelligent. So the door is actually inside of your Mingmen. It's not on the outside. But again, I can't really demonstrate that. If you think about that door opening from the inside, so if it opened from inside and your lower back is much more softening, but you don't want to tuck your tail. That's purposely doing this. You want everything naturally open that area. And remember, door meant to be open and closed so that the movement of the breath actually softening that door open. And so there's a very subtle movement there. It's invisible, but I don't want you to feel like you fix that position, you open the door, you stay there. Now really feel that. It's just like your breath. Okay, so now we begin to direct your awareness to your hands. And wiggle your fingers a little bit. Okay, and bring your awareness, your full attention to the tip of your fingers for a second and see if you can feel it. Can you feel the T on the tip of the fingers? Now imagine you have 10 doors, 10 windows there. So when you inhale, open that window, feel that Qi enter through the fingertips. It just lighting up the first joint of your fingers. Exhale, release out any tension that you're holding or any inflammation in that fingers. Move out like a black smoke. And next inhalation and go a little deeper, lighting up the second joint. And see your hands. You can continue breathe naturally as I'm talking, so you don't have to hold your breath. See the lights lighting up, and when you exhale, breathe out. You can do several times on each joint, especially if you have any inflammation and joint distortion there. So take a lot of time, just visualize that. But we're going to continue moving on to the whole entire fingers, all 10 fingers. Inhale, open, feel this light, open up the space inside. So allow that cells reorganize, reconstruct the fingers, and then exhale out. Beautiful. And again, so keep breathing, move all the way into the palms. You have 5 bones that connect your fingers to the wrist. So see those bones all lighting up. And exhale, release any heat creating inflammation. Breathe in, all gentle golden light. So golden light is healing light. Now see that light feel inside of your bones. Okay, so if you have a picture of this inside the bone marrows and all the cells we have so many cells in the body. Those cells all lighting up and just working, reconstructing your bones and open up the space and get rid of all this debris or energy dust. Breathe out, letting them flow out. inviting them out. So when you open the space filled with the good energy, you don't have to force the bad energy out because your good energy has the power to take the space. So once they take the space, all those stagnated turbid qi will automatically out. But with our awareness and focus, visualization can help faster. Good. Now we're going to move on all the way to the wrist. Now imagine you have 27 bones and total 54 bones in your hands. All the bones are lighting up. They're happy and joyful. Thank you for bringing this oxygen into my room. And it just happily clear out all the debris. They sweep out. Good. And continue moving on. Inhale to your lower arm and smile. And take a moment at the end of inhalation. So we call that xi, which means rest. So the moment you're stop breathing, the qi continue expanding inside of you. So there's no air coming in or going out. The moment of a rest, allow the body to repair. Exhale, release. So please don't listen to me. So follow your own inhalation and exhalation. But do hold a little bit, maybe a few seconds or even longer. Allow that xi moment. Xi character also have a self on top, heart on bottom. So connect to your self heart. Connect to that deep part of you in that stillness moment. Nothing happening, but everything is doing the work. Exhale out. And at the end of exhalation, there's also a moment of pause, maybe not as long as an inhalation. And let's move up to the upper arm, towards your shoulders. See that whole arm, both arms lighting up. Hold for a moment. Check the light. And see in your mind's eyes, see all the cells, all the good cells waking up. And they're taking the space and move the dead cells out. Tension, inflammation. Now everything become clear in that entire arms and hands. Now inhale to the shoulders all the way, where the arms connect to the shoulder scapula, and feel that whole socket, your shoulder socket inside, around. Every corner is lighting up with this beautiful healing light. And exhale, letting go all the way out. So now by this time, your whole entire arm is lighting up. So you don't have to every time go through your fingers all the way travel to the other part of body. It can go inhale through your fingers directly to the whatever part I'm directing you. So now we're going to move to the shoulder scapula. The whole scapula connect to the spine. So that whole scapula area, inhale, lighten up. Feel your shoulders and that connect to the scapula, connect to the spine. That whole entire space, lighting up. And see if you can feel the air. The scapula connect to the ribs and supporting, protecting the lungs and heart. Allow us to breathe in deeply and breathe out, and really give us the sense of homeostasis. When we can't breathe deeply, we can't really feel safe, right? So allow yourself to feel this safe, feel this comfort in the space through the breath, Feel the light traveling to the scapula. Good. Let's moving from the scapula towards your neck, like or the neck area that connect to the whole entire head. So feel this lighting up to the head for a moment. And relax, feel your head, your brain softening, relax, letting go everything you're holding up here in the head. So think about this wave, water wave enter through the fingers, through both sides, meet in the center, nourishing the brain, and brush out all heavy, turbid tea, stagnant energy there. Wash out all the way out. Inhale all the way up from the hands to the shoulders into the head. Hold for a moment, allow the tea swirl in and sweep the corner, every corner of the brain, and brush out all the way out. Beautiful. Last time, inhale, hold for a moment, rest, feel this tranquility inside of your body, this vast space, and exhale. You can breathe out through the mouth if there's a pain involved. It's very helpful for releasing the pain. Good. Now I'm going to rest a little bit for the upper part of the body. Bring your attention to your feet. So begin to wiggle your toes a little bit and see if you can feel your 10 toes. We're not always capable of feeling all the toes. Wiggle them, waking up the toes. Now relax and begin to feel the space already expanded after just a short moment of wiggling. Now begin to inhale through the tip of the toes, in all the way to the roots of the toes, and exhale, release any inflammation or heat or pain, discomfort. Again, inhale from earth, chi, enter through the toe tips, all the way in. Exhale. Good. Think about your bones begin to open up. Inhale, lighten up all 10 toes and see that light begin to shine on the metatarsal. I think that's the term. I'm not sure. So moving upward and feel the light. Feel the space open up and exhale. Inhale through the nose, lighting up the whole entire top all the way towards the ankle of the feet. Inside, think about the inside and see those cells inside of your bones. So happy and joyful receiving this tea. Exhale. They're happily helping us to releasing, sweeping off the pain, discomfort. Inhale again all the way to the heel of the feet, inside. Okay, so even if your feet not in any pain, with this visualization, this image go inside of your bones can build, pack the chi in there to build strong, supple bones. And exhale out. Let's try one more time. Inhale all the way into your ankles and heels. Now, I mentioned about earlier, each foot have 26 bones. Now you have 52 bones. See all those little bones lighting up next to each other, and they're all the cells inside now absorb like a sponge, drinking this tea light. Exhale out. Let's moving up towards your tibial bone, your lower legs. Inhale all the way up to the lower leg. See the bone and inside lighting up from the base to the top, connect to the knee. Hold for a second. Allow that to continue swirl inside and sweeping and cleaning, clearing the turbidity out. Beautiful. Again, from the earth, Qi enter through the feet all the way up to the knees. Inhale, lighting up the entire feet, lower legs and knees. And just stay here for a moment. See that light. And see the inside of your bones. See those cells. Happy, smiling. And they're just passionately working, reconnecting, regrouping, reorganizing, recharging your bone. Exhale. Clearing out. Inhale all the way up to your thighs. Your thigh bones lighting up and whole entire legs filled with the light. Golden light inside, and you can actually see the substance inside of your bones, cells moving, interacting, communicating, holding hands, hugging each other. They're working together to build strong bones for you. Exhale out. Good. Inhale all the way up to your pelvis area. Feel this bones on your hips, your pelvic, all filled with light. And see the inside of the bones. Take a moment to feel this connection to your tail, the coccyx, your sacral area. It's all lighting up. Exhale, moving down. Now I'm going to continue, bring that chi all the way up. Inhale to your spine, connect to the lumbar spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lighting up all the vertebrae. And exhale, relax. So at this time, if you can't breathe too long, you don't have to think about from your feet because everything is already open. So you already inhale, you're directly moving to the spine. Thoracic spine, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 12 of them. Breathe one at a time, lighten up all the way. And this thoracic spine connect to your sternum through the rib cage to see your whole body lighting up. Exhale. You can clear out downward and outward, upward, forward and back. Inhale from all directions. Breathe in. See the whole entire spine connect to the cervical spine, your neck and the head. Your shoulders and arms already lighten up. See your whole body, lights everywhere inside of your bones. Happy, joyful, communicating up and down so all the cells are connected. Exhale. Good, very nice. Now take a few more deep breaths in and out at your own pace. Begin to feel this water inside of your body, flowing. Bubbling, creating new cells, new chi, fresh energy, replenishing, recharging. And now all you have to do is smile and enjoy. Now bring your hands on your belly. Our lower dantian, reconnect to that center of essence, the electric field. Beautiful. You can stay here forever. But we have to finish our class today, so I invite you to gently bring yourself to your belly, to the center, and using your hands to rub your belly clockwise. Just massage all the way into your bones. Everywhere. All the way in. Deeply and profoundly. And another smile to receive. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you enjoy this deep bone breathing and just simply, get in touch with that depth of you. Thank you very much. And I can stay a few more minutes if you have any questions. I'm going to, let's see, did I stop the music? Yeah. And I'm going to turn on the volume so I can hear you. All right. Thank you for coming, for joining me. And I hope that's very nourishing and a deep practice for you. And you can do this type of bone breathing for healing. It's beautiful practice and it's powerful practice. And it takes much longer time than we have. Um, but that was good. If you can do 20 minutes, 15 minutes of this every day, that's tremendous for your body, for your bone health. Okay, any questions? Have a nice day, everyone.
谢谢老师。
Bye. Oh, Roberta, is that question or that's bye? Oh, that's bye. Okay, bye bye, everyone.